Since I was a child, I loved to see rare things. I would go early in the morning with my paper and pencil, and whatever I see look funny on the tree, that's what I would paint. Anything I see beautiful, like birds, I will make them. If I'm sitting down and I have a pen in my hand and at the restaurant, when I find out I am painting, I am drawing, it's just from a child. It's in me. I love, but the bottom of this painting is to help my people. Hopefully, there will be people out there in the world that will buy my painting, or even a copy of the painting, and with that money that I will recaudar, it will help to feed the children, elderly, that are in oppression in our country, in the Miskitu territory that is border to Honduras, Nicaragua, Colombia, etc. Over 200 of those paintings were stolen from me. So what I have now is just a little. Okay. This painting, I made it in January. And then the 9th of January, 2017. I gave it a gift to my daughter, H.R.H. It is the lady, and at the same time, it's a man, because the representative is coffee. That means coffee, woman drink, coffee, men drink. And she's a taster. In her time, she had to taste every coffee that was made. So here you have the Queen of Coffee.
This na ba? Yang hikis yang sari takis na yan. Yang lilyapos na nara kay kritem yang nani. Bara bibi kilupyan na ni bibi lupyan na ni sari ba manini ba manan. Litas ki din man, litas ki palitin man. Bara yang nani nakikat kam naki. Naku yawi ba kulis na ba? Sa patara apu insla bela waram tem raisa apo kabu ba. Yang nani nani apia alay yang nani government kiba kung kahit na bawil baba kahit na yang nani bahay lulkwere kapo yang umpira yang yaira tayana rakay.
Diamuni dawan naimi la saura island lusnani mapara
Kuba trabing sura paling bangun danawa.
Yaran lang tamdaw kay ko.
Government region.
Government. Kitadukyaran namin it government trama kabis na kandibi.
Regional Daniel Ortega.
Pilipina ninawas dan rizgyara sa kiyay kabis. Sabi libang na bakaw bahaka sukabara sukakaw sabi saura
Daiwanum piranani damay rin basin manpas gramba men kay kaya
Okay, gracias. Uling trabil tiba ay saya pipit kakatlukis na kuna. Perluki warisem ay saya sa tao plaba walay saya samna. Kan trabil ka basika ispel ka no ne babuhi yang ratihnya taklak pres kara bal ay kutban kan bawina wel takwaras may basakras nunan tem titan kumula saistit ka kantem kliwi huwet launa saki briski mune untara brihdi mani kaya
dawa jaratak ninggaraman paskra
iba susplapam napia wet lasin susplapam napia welas bakat yang bayal kaya yang banini rainan yang lay lama kapan
This painting, I saw it on my windowsill, and immediately I got up and I took a pen and I quickly traced it on the sheet of paper. And then I asked because I am a person that believe in speaking to myself. So I asked myself, what should I call it? It says Son of Martyrs.
Wonderful.
That's all. What is the planet? The planet is the mother, and the picture is the sun.
Okay, could you tell us about this? Is a drawing or a painting?
It's a drawing.
Okay, can you tell us about this magnificent piece?
This drawing is it's the bubbles that you see early in the morning when you go to the sea. You see a lot of little bubbles on the sun, and it forms people. So I draw it on paper because it's beautiful. The bubbles represent people, represent prosperity and success for us who are artists and who understand the language of the sea. Because the sea, the waves, the foam speak, and these are foams of the sea.
Tell me about the culture.
Our culture is to love one another. Our culture is to plant. We love to sow the field. I was one of the child that we have to run in the field barefooted. That they believe that by virgin boys and girls running in the field will have a better crop. There was always food. There was never starvation. Never. Water, fishery, game, everything that you want, Miskitu had. We used to deport. That's what my mother told us. We used to deport food. Stranger would come and buy from us. We were not an indigent hidden in the bush that did not even know anything. No, we were shipwriters. We were everything that you want. Because science today, we knew it before today.
You are a homeopathic nation.
At that time, my mother would cure any kind of disease come to her, she cured them. Blind, deaf, dumb, whatever, with herbs. And I have learned to heal and help people to survive. In my country, I was a curandera. Curandera means homeopathia, a healer.
Is any of this history documented?
It's well documented, and there are many burned up because my grandfather, the Sumu, Andrew Hebbert of Pearl Lagoon, he was the procurator of the king. He was keeping all the history, written history. But when he died, Somoza sent and burned down the library. It was a small library, it had everything in it.
Okay. So, I don't see Miskitu on the map. Why is that? Were you ever?
It was there, it had say Fonseca. Golfo de Fonseca, Golfo de Miskitu. But they took it off. And many of the territory of Miskitu is divided and shared between Nicaragua, San Salvador, and other nations. They have us. Costa Rica has a part of us, which is Guanacaste to Punta Arena. That's ours. Colombia, also the island, San Andres, Quito Sueño, is Miskitu territory. Part of Panama is still ours because Panama was ours. Totally the whole territory of Panama was ours. Because of the canal that they was going to make, and they made it, they took away Panama from us.
So I was reading your book Yapti Tazvia, the Miskitu Motherland, and in it, I was saddened and intrigued and almost mesmerized by the fact of the your experience, your trauma prior to you being exiled with your family. Can you tell me about that, please?
I was 5 years old when the army came to Prince Apolka, and my uncles, my brothers, older brothers, they were massacred. They were killed right before everybody knew. I was a child, and I see how my brothers, my uncles, my relative was murdered by the government of Anastasio Somoza, Garcia y de Baile.
So that must have been the moment of your, how would I put it? Not vengeance, but the moment of your rebirth, because that's really hard on a 5-year-old child, and very traumatizing. It's brutal, actually. And is that what concreted your conviction to help your nation?
That's part of it, but I was raised from I was a little child. I believe from the womb of my mother was taught the right of Miskitu has to come, and somebody had to stand up for it. As the king said, to be a Miskitu, you got to fight to free the rest of the Miskitu. That's what he said. And my mother told me, she said, so if you are a Miskitu, if you have one drop of blood of Miskitu, you are a Miskitu, you have to stand up for your people. And I am hurt until today to see the atrocity, the murder and the killing, the raping of little girls, of little boys, men and women are murdered with the gun in their head. So the men has to just let their wives and daughters be raped right in their own eyes, because the gun is in the front of their head or behind their neck, but the gun is there.